Special guests in the building tonight. We're gonna get into their business, and let me go ahead and introduce them. I might fuck it up, but I know how to do it. I know how to do it. So let me just tell before I introduce you guys. Just let me tell that like I'm a R&B fanatic. So you know what I'm saying. So doing this interview with you guys is gonna be kind of fun because we get to dig and you know have some good some good convo. So without further ado, you know what it is. Laundromat Show, Big Delph. I would like to introduce LyR-X, LyR-X.
Yes, sir.
LyR dash.
Damn. Fucked it up again. I'm gonna get it though. I almost had it.
I mean, you got the letters right. As long as you got the
pronunciation, you got the pronunciation right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I just forgot the dash.
Nah, that's all good. It's all good.
You know, I smoke, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
That's
sometimes I fuck up. You know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. LyR-X is in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let everybody know, individually who you are and collectively who you are.
All right. I'm James.
I'm Chris.
And this is LyR-X.
James and Chris.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no nicknames, nigga, like
Nah. For the most part, all the nicknames are family oriented, so
pretty much
it'd be kind of pointless to try to
no doubt. So tell me who is LyR-X? What is LyR-X? It's a group. So people who don't know, tell me.
So we're an R&B duo based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Born and raised Atlanta. You know what I mean? So hometown everything. Braves, Falcons, Hawks, Thrashers when they was here.
We are truly Southern bred. I'll say that.
True to Atlanta is what we are.
Right.
So born, raised ATL. What side? What side ATL?
West side. West side.
Oh man, we didn't search these niggas in here. Somebody gotta search these West Side boys.
Yes, sir. West side till I die.
Man, Atlanta is off the chain, man. Atlanta's off the chain. So like being born and raised here, you guys, for those that don't know, your R&B group. Not only that, you are blood brothers.
Yes, sir.
3.5 years apart.
Wow.
He won't let me forget it. So,
I know, because as the older brother, you grow up being the older brother. Like the difference between the older and the younger.
Right.
And now this nigga starting to look older than me. I appreciate it, but this is
right.
I don't like this nigga.
So your voices are crazy. Where does that come from?
You want this one?
It comes from dad.
Yeah.
It really does.
Your dad?
Yes, sir. It comes from Pop.
So your dad sings, or was he a professional singer, church singer? What was he?
All of it.
All of the above?
Yeah. Dad was a professional gospel recording artist, world-renowned, won a multitude of awards, nominations, things like that. And
well, that's why.
Yeah, right. So,
the fruit don't fall far from the right.
Right, but now don't get it twisted because mom sing too. So
mom and dad
come from
sing.
a whole family of singers.
Our relatives, everybody, cousins, aunts, uncles. Everybody.
So growing up, what was it like?
We couldn't even do the McDonald's off key.
This is not a believe it or not.
Right. so y'all had in-home vocal training all your life.
My God, yes sir.
Right.
No, like we did the in what 4-part harmony.
Because we decided we were just gonna be funny riding in the car. You hear it. They come on the radio. They do ba-da-ba-ba. So we just singing along. Pop cut the radio off. Said, nah, if y'all gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. You ain't gonna be loud and wrong.
So how supportive is he when he found out you guys were taking this thing serious?
Oh, 1,000%.
Really?
Yeah, no question. Like
that's good.
Yeah, it was.
What about moms?
Oh,
same.
Whatever her babies are into, as long as we ain't killing nobody, we straight.
Right.
We ain't robbing nobody, killing nobody, disrespecting people. She good.
Yeah, especially when we went into R&B. With dad doing gospel, the family just being gospel oriented. The first thing that both of them told us was, as long as it's not vulgar,
right?
Just don't be foul.
Right, no R. Kelly in this motherfucker.
No. That's between you. You can do it. It's just one of those things where
be tasteful.
Be tasteful.
Right. Yeah, I think music has gotten a little far away from that lately.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where motherfuckers just sing "Suck Your Dick" and all that.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like what?
Suck my dick.
And then it'd be a hit.
A big baby. Throw baby. Listen.
Listen,
okay.
okay.
You know, like, come on, man.
Hell, that Chrome Dome.
No doubt.
But yeah, man, no, it was like I said. They just told us, be respectful, be tasteful, be creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just don't be boring. Basically.
What's crazy is Pop said, when she had the conversation with us, Pop kind of chimed in. He said, "You want your music to be timeless."
Right.
That's what he said. And that kind of resonated with Chris and I, and it was just, wow, like, to create timeless music would be in the category of Luther.
Right.
In the category
Facts.
of OJ's. You know what I mean? Going back to where these songs are still being played now. You know what I'm saying? So that really stuck with us. Like, you know what? That's what we want to do.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Like, we're gonna make some sex songs too. We're gonna make those type of music. But when you hear Boyz II Men's "I'll Make Love to You," they are talking about sex. Right. Obviously, right? It's in the name.
Right.
But it's classy. It's sensual. It's sexual too, but it's sensual.
Right.
To where it don't matter where you play it.
So how do you feel about music that speaks on current events, the culture,
right.
the life, what about because Marvin Gaye,
right.
Curtis Mayfield,
absolutely,
these guys, they were penning ridiculous songs about what was going on, so like, how do y'all feel about that? Is that something we can possibly hear from y'all guys or what?
We've talked about it.
Truth be told, we love to do it. Like, but
exactly.
I say, if anything, you just have to find a way to do it. Because again, it's just like going with, like we said, with any type of, not even a vulgar song, like a sexual song. There's a right and a wrong way to do it.
Right. Because
people aren't always going to receive your message depending on how you say it. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Of course.
So me saying, "Hey, you need to stop this violence, or you need to stop doing this, or we need to watch out for that. We need to encourage this," compared to me saying, "Fuck that nigga, shoot him."
Right.
After a while, somebody gonna look at you and go,
right,
calm down.
Right.
Compared to if you say it the right way, it'll last for generations.
I also believe that if you got enough negativity in your songs, it comes you attract it.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, look at some of the greatest that that we watched and how they were talking in their records, man.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie, Ready to Die.
Everything.
Life after death. He didn't even know he was gonna die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Tupac did the whole Machiavelli thing,
right,
where Machiavelli died 7 days later. I mean, sometimes you speak that shit into existence, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, you're right though. It's again another situation of you are the company you keep.
Right.
So if you always talking about murder this, murder that, drugs, sex, and money,
it's gonna find you.
That's all you for the most part gonna be around.
Right.
If you're singing about love, happiness, peace, and stuff like that, granted, yeah, you'll have those accidents where just gone too soon or just something bad happens to you. But if you can live what it is that you're trying to sing, what you're trying to promote, it makes the situation a lot better.
So influences besides straight in the crib,
right?
Popular influences when you guys are growing up, the music that really made you like, because there's certain songs that I think about, like in my teenage years, I grew up in New York, you know what I'm saying? So R&B was popping in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely,
there's a lot of crazy joints out there. So I think records like Jocelyn Brown when I was young. Somebody else's guy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that they used to play in the park in New York.
Yeah.
So what were your songs that, you remember that always stick in your head that you love?
I'm not even gonna lie, I have to say that's a loaded question.
That is a very loaded question.
Like growing up, we grew up listening to mom and pop's music, not even just gospel, like their R&B cuts, the stuff that they enjoyed listening to. And then
they grew up on.
Right, so we grew up listening to, like you were saying, Marvin and Al Green, and then when we got just a little bit older, we started listening to Luther. We were listening to a couple of the Bobby Brown cuts when he was solo, a couple when he was in his group, and then you had Whitney, you had a lot of people the older we got. And once we started like really developing our vocal talent, then you got into your Drew Hills, your 112, Boyz II Men, Casey, right?
Yeah.
You had what Jaheim, Tyrese, Tank. You had so many different people to kind of follow.
Facts.
So it was hard to just pick. It's hard, I say this because I know you didn't ask for an artist, but it was hard to like just pick a song in particular. But shoot, I mean, like
You can go ahead.
Like I'll say, if I'm gonna look at different songs, I'm looking at stuff like "Somebody Sleeping in My Bed," you know, Drew Hill, or you got, of course, "All My Life" by Casey and JoJo. You've also got Jodeci, "Love You for Life." You got Luther Here and Now. So it's like there's a lot of stuff all over the place.
So you can you can hear how your style is through the music that you talk about, you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because like the vibe is grown, sexy, classy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, dope. Listen, so being from Atlanta, tell me about the culinary game in Atlanta. As far as when you were growing up, what were the favorite spots to eat in Atlanta?
Mom's Kitchen.
A spot called Mom's Kitchen?
No, Mom's Kitchen.
Oh, your Mom's Kitchen. Right. Oh, word?
No, because my mom is one of 7 girls.
Y'all got a big family.
Yes, sir.
Man, and all them sisters in the kitchen at the same time.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we eat out every now and again, but for the most part, we was throwing down in the kitchen.
Like New York, we had White Castle.
Well, no, Crystals?
Huh?
Was that Crystals down here?
Nah, nigga, you say
Wait, it's changed though, real quick.
Nah, nigga, I can't even do White Castle like that.
That's the closest equivalent we got.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I seen a White Castle truck out here.
Quit playing.
For real, so they might have a truck floating around. I seen it on Peachtree Industrial.
I might have to find it.
For real. Nah, but that was like one of our spots, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in New York, White Castle was always like, oh shit, we growing up, you know what I'm saying? But so talk to me about so was there a studio in the crib growing up?
Nope. No studio.
No, Dad did a lot of his work whenever he went to the studio, but as far as like his writing or like just playing the piano, he would lay down his basic stuff at the house. But yeah, it wasn't a studio setup. You know,
right.
For the most part, he just had his computer where he actually write out his he write out, of course, his lyrics, and he'd also do the composition for the music.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd actually compose all of his own music. He'd write it, and then once he was ready to apply it, then he'd actually go to the studio. But as far as we were concerned, man, it was TV, you know, Power Rangers, bag of chips, you know, ice cream. Like we weren't thinking music.
He would call us. I'll put it like this: while he was working, you know, he could be cooking up a song, playing the keyboard, you know, getting the notes and everything he wants right. Then when the idea strikes, he'll call all of us in the room.
Right. Okay.
Hey, this is your note. This is your note. This is your note. All right, I just need to hear how this sound, and he'll do it, and then. If he like it, he'll record it. Now we talking about a tape recorder.
Right. No, I get it.
This is a tape recorder.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Dad took me to Doppler, because that's where he used to record at. He used to record at Doppler Studio.
Mm-hmm.
One of the studios he used to start at, right? And that was my first time ever seeing a
being in the studio. Right.
You know, I was like, yo.
I didn't get the privilege of going. I'm very jealous of this studio. Go ahead.
No,
he was too young, right?
Yeah, he was.
Keep rubbing it in.
It wasn't even just that, you know. No, but it was that was an experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm seeing these artists come in and out, and I'm seeing people working. I'm seeing people recording. And I'm seeing my dad handle business. Like, I knew at a young age, like, music is what I wanted to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then I saw him in a mode that we had never really seen him in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was different. That was different.
Right.
Seeing him in dad mode and in gospel mode, that's one thing. But seeing him in gospel recording artist mode, I didn't get to see that until I was in my teenage years.
Right, okay.
So 13, 14.
Yeah, I was about 13, 14 when I saw it, but I saw it live.
Right.
I saw him like go on stage, because you know, as a kid, even at church, you either sleep or you're not paying attention. You know, your mind's wandering.
I used to just cut and stay in the bathroom for like 3 hours forever. Like,
I can't do it.
I'd be in the stall like, oh, they about done and dip.
But no, that makes sense.
But no, it was harder for us to do that when the church invited your dad to come to. So you know, you disappeared. They looking for you. So,
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he used to be the minister of music of the church. So, but it really wasn't. When he was invited to another church, we thought, you know, he was just minister of music.
Right.
You're like, okay, you invited dad and the church choir.
No.
Right.
He stepped up there. He's not minister of music. Like, this is a gospel recording artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they paid this man money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He turned into who he is.
Exactly. To minister. Exactly. Man. Right. it was a whole nother hat that we got to see. But
so you guys got to see a lot of stuff firsthand.
Right.
So kind of this path you're walking is almost like
almost predestined, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
It feels like it is though. It really does.
It's just a matter of time.
that's blessing though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when your parents support what you want to do. You know, and and then you can get critiqued by your parents too as well. Because I know y'all take songs home and be like, "Yo, mom, check this out. Dad, check this out." And you like, "Oh nah."
X.
I never went.
Have y'all got there yet where he be like, "Y'all need to go record that over"?
Oh, man.
that's not
happened,
a joke.
No, that happened years ago.
For real?
First time we actually brought him a song. He said, like, we were like, "Pop, what you think about this?" So we sat there and sang to him, and we knew we messed up. He looked. He said, "How do you feel about it?" I knew right then.
It was a piercing in the
I
heart.
was like, "That was the nicest. Take that back."
Right. Facts.
And he just looked at. He said, and had his glasses on, so when he took them off, it's serious.
Right.
How do you feel?
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Then we're gonna walk away.
Right.
With Pop.
Before you start talking.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some music real quick. What do you guys drink? Do you drink? Do you indulge?
Of course. I mean, I'm a young adult, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's I got a little something for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For all of us. Real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got some tequila right here.
Take it to the head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Got intro music and all that.
That's the fresh one too. I'm talking about.
Yeah. 230stRadio. LyR-X in the building. Got these beats by B-Dub right here.
It'd be the dope for real. I'm saying like, anybody wrote this?
Y'all scared?
No, I'm saying, I'm listening to the music. I'm like, has anybody wrote this? Man, I might have to jump on
Nah, these are like a folder full of beats. You know what I'm saying? I had, and I just been sitting on and waiting to use them for something.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to squeeze a lime?
No, let me take that squeeze.
Let's-
Let me get two squeezes. Oh my God.
Usually I just take my shots. But
Right. No, I'm gonna be fancy since we,
For the
Yeah,
sake
it's-
of being,
It's a new tequila. I've never tried it before.
What's that?
Ultimio Agave.
Ultimo
El Ultimio Agave.
You gotta say El Ultimo Agave. Just say it. If you want to do it, it'll be fancy. Get it.
Yes, sir.
Ah, bam.
Let's do this. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's smooth.
That hit was good.
Smooth. Okay. I like that. I might have to put that on the list to get that again.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Let me get the name of that.
Right. Oh, I'm not gonna
Now you
forget
go
it.
find it.
I'm not
Right.
gonna forget it. Plus a little blue top there.
It got a little bird to it though, too.
It
though.
Put some
But
ham
you don't
chips on
feel
it.
it until you get down.
Yeah, right. When it got here, like,
Yes, sir.
It's just too late. I like that.
That's real smooth. I like that.
no doubt. 230stRadio. We got LyR-X in the building.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
All right. Personally, what do you guys like to do?
Sleep.
You like to sleep? What you like to do?
Man, I like food, doc.
You like to
I'm a
eat?
Foodie. Yes, sir.
You like to eat? No doubt. I gotta hook y'all up with this twerk sauce is better than sex sauce. Yeah.
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 100% here for that. Just off the name alone.
You like, yeah, duh.
Absolutely.
How dare you keep that from us?
I'm working on it. I got this restaurant here opening in a couple weeks, so we gonna be lit.
Hey man, I'm already there.
We gonna be lit. We gonna tear Atlanta up this summer. You know what I'm saying? All right. So for performance wise, who inspired you guys to do? You know, what kind of stage show do you bring to the table? You smooth, you laid back. You know, how does LyR-X come when they on the set?
I want to answer this one.
Hey man, go ahead.
I mean, I say following in true fashion in the grown and sexy R&B theme, man. I can't even really think of the artist, but I know it kind of gives off that vibe of every time you see us, I want them to imagine us in like something like a suit, something classy.
Right.
At the same time, you look at us and you still kind of get that deviant feel. Be like, okay, nah, he up to something.
There's something about, I don't know, there's something about, I don't know, 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 I don't know it's something about a man in a suit, but it's something about a black man in a suit that
There it is.
people show immediately respect for.
Yes, sir.
When you step out, you might not have $3 in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got a suit and tie on and you step and say, excuse me, they'll be like, what? Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That $3 feel a lot like 3,000.
Right. The presence speaks for itself. So, yeah, so that means when you guys perform, the panties will really be coming off.
That's the plan. Right. That's always the plan.
I want them to slingshot them on the stage.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, I want them to swing around their head like a helicopter.
Okay, Petey Pablo.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
No doubt.
Listen, that's where the money makers are right there.
Okay.
If the women loving what you doing, dude, for an R&B singer,
Facts.
100.
No, you're right, but like I say this way, true power is getting somebody to do something for you and you ain't gotta ask.
Facts.
Like you want your woman to be able to look at you and be intrigued, be aroused without you having to do much of anything. So when I do it,
right,
I'm just adding on. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's power right there. That's a real problem.
Definitely.
But what do I know?
So the project, you guys got a project in the works, or is it done? What are we doing here?
I don't even know. Are we allowed to talk about this right now?
You
know what? Screw it.
You're
Go
right.
for it.
I mean, you can tell me what you want to tell me. Put it down.
The project is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually been working on it for quite some time.
Is it an album, EP? What is it?
It started off as an EP.
You
right.
An album.
Right.
Yeah, this gonna be a full-fledged album done.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited about where this is gonna go.
Yeah, buddy.
Because we started in one direction and now it's evolving.
I mean, you want to talk about any of the creative process? Because, we know that, Trav is definitely Travis Cherry is a major part of, what y'all got going on.
Absolutely.
You want to talk? How'd you link up with Trav?
Funny story.
Luck,
it was
an accident.
He fell. It was literally he fell in our hands, Doc. And it goes back to honestly prayer and believing and actually manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had been doing this thing for, at the time, about 8 years?
We had been on this journey for about 8 years.
And
wow.
We were at a crossroads. We were thinking about quitting. We were thinking about...
Appreciate you.
Yeah, this story is...
It was pull up.
No, but
Squeeze up, pull up. We good.
But real talk, though, Trav fell in our laps, man. We had a botched studio session.
Mm-hmm.
The producer that we were with at the time, it wasn't working out.
Right.
So our management at the time, called him and he said, I'm gonna pass you to my boy.
Okay.
And we had a decision to make.
Right.
We had already been sitting at the studio waiting for about 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And
He
it was already an hour drive from the house.
Right.
So when he gave us the address to this place, it was 30 minutes extra in the opposite direction of the house.
Wow.
So we sit there. I'm fuming. I'm already upset.
Right.
I talked it over with my partner right here,
and
he said, "Jay, what do we have to lose?"
Right.
We were already out. It's like you're already out. We want to get work done.
Right.
This is what we want to do for a living.
Right.
And we ultimately had to decide, okay, how bad do you really want it?
True.
Because at any point, we could have given up.
Right.
You could have just decided, let's just go home, come back another day.
Mm-hmm.
But had we decided that time to come back another day, we wouldn't have met Trav.
No doubt.
Man, we got there. Trav was so doggone cool, man. Now you talking about a 2-time Grammy-nominated producer.
Right.
We didn't know at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He was this guy that we were passing along to.
Right. Real talk.
That's
And we
all
get
we knew.
there. He was so doggone cool, man. He was just real chill. He said, "All right, guys, what we got going on?" And we told him. He was like, "Okay, so do you want the?" He said, "Do you want like the best of the best, or you just what you want to do?" We said, "No, we want the best." Like, look,
Right.
Now, mind you, we don't know who we talking to.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the song sounded completely different. Once we finished the record, he turns around in his chair in Travis Cherry fashion.
Right. No doubt.
Turns around, sits back, looks at us. He said, "So what are y'all trying to do?"
Right.
And that was
a very pivotal moment.
That
right there. That was
the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will never forget this story.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you have these moments in your life where sometimes life just happens good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it happens, and it comes from negative, where life just turns a bad into a good,
no doubt,
a negative into a positive. And since that day, we told Travis, we said, we just want to make good music.
Right.
We want to make timeless music like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you know that.
That's him all day.
Okay.
You have to say too much.
And that was the beginning. Like in that moment, after that, he said, okay, guys, I'm gonna send y'all 5 tracks. He sent us 5 tracks.
I'm gonna try to write to him, see what you come up with.
Right.
And our very first single,
it's one of those 5 tracks.
It's one of those 5 tracks.
We wrote it not even 24 hours
back
after
to
he
you.
gave it to us.
So that means it was just timing. That's God doing setting
Exactly.
everything up for y'all.
Exactly. And see, that's why I bring it back to manifestation, because Chris and I have talked. He was like, you know what? We want to work with top tier producers.
Mm-hmm.
We want to put out a good single. We want to put out something that's gonna pop. We want this. This is what we want, and we agreed on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know if you're a religious man like that. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible says, where 2 or 3 are gathered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Chris was like, we were gun ho for it. This was a prayer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It may have taken 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
As long as
8 years, God did. He said, you know what? Let me put this, move this. Let me get Travis available on this day.
Right.
For this right here. Let me get my boys to this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me make this negative happen and put them at a crossroads to see how bad they really want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's been, 3 years?
That we've been working with him.
3 years that we've been working on, and we finna release it out.
Right.
I'll put it this way. One of the most profound examples of us meeting Travis Cherry is this. The saying, everybody want to be Billy Badass till Billy walk in the room.
Right.
100.
Billy walked in the room.
Right.
We was like...
No, we walked into Billy's room.
Yeah, we walked in his room. Man.
No, Trav's sitting on some shit. Like,
you see what I'm saying? Like, stuff that...
Thousands of crazy records, man. Crazy.
Stuff that folk don't know about.
Yeah.
Like, he's sitting on history. He's sitting on accolades, achievements that most folk don't know.
Definitely.
We didn't know.
But he just is humble, bro.
Yeah.
But going back to like what Jay was saying, it was all manifestation. Like most folks, when they pray for stuff, they want the blessing. They want the blessing, but they want the end result. Yeah, meanwhile, God ain't gonna give you the end result. He gonna give you the ingredients to make the end result.
Yeah,
yourself.
Facts.
That way you earn it instead of just being given.
Yeah.
If I
he
give
ain't
you
gonna do everything for you.
Right. It's like if I give you something, it can be taken away.
Right.
If you earn it,
he said, "I'll show you the path."
Right.
I'll show you the path.
Right.
I've got
and
you.
And the thing about it is that when you're on the path, you know what it is, because everything falls in line. Even though you got to be patient through the struggle.
Yes, sir.
Still blessings come while that's going on.
Let me tell you about that struggle. That struggle was everything.
What?
That struggle was ugly, Doc.
Dude.
I already know.
Jeez, we went from having money, not having money, having a studio, but no money to pay for it, having the money, no studio to go to,
having a car, not having a ride to the studio. Like this has been.
Got a car, no gas.
Bro,
it's called paying dues.
Man, come on, dog.
It's called
this
like
is sweat and tears.
We done this, like
whoever invented paying dues, I want to fight.
Right.
I want to
square up in the parking lot right now.
But the good thing about it is that for the good people in life that that do pay dues, when you get it back, it's all worth it.
100.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody who I know who's successful and went through it, they stuck at it what they were trying to do.
Absolutely.
And it paid off for them.
Man, you can't take that from
me. And I congratulate everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I don't even know you, I still congratulate, because I like to see people win. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think like in a snake mentality. You know what I'm saying? But some people do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's that crab in the bucket mentality.
Right.
You won't let somebody else succeed because it ain't you.
True.
So you want to pull them down. And what you think they're going to do to you when you trying to get up. No, like you got to be able to congratulate
I ain't got
folks.
time for all that.
So who are you guys listening to right now? Currently, right now. Uh-oh.
And here we go.
Hold on, we got some sound effects on here somewhere. I'm gonna find some fucking sounds. Right. I got it's some sounds on here. Let me see. Like.
Honestly, man, if I'm being real,
I like.
You wanna be real?
Khalid.
Khaled, yeah.
You know what I'm talking? Not DJ. Not
Another one.
The one who sang "Tell Me Where Your Love Lies."
Yeah.
Yo, son, nice.
Son,
nice.
Love it.
I rock with
Color
him.
Money. I'm sorry. I was about to go somewhere.
You are,
Man, look.
You was finna go to another place.
Because I love that record.
What? Love Lies?
Yeah, I love it for two reasons, though. Granted, dope record.
Right.
No money, though.
He is in love with no money.
I am not in love.
Let me hear some. Can you hear it?
Here, what?
This song.
The song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me where your love lies. Oh, that's all.
No doubt.
Wasted days been the night.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
Tell me where your love lies.
Yeah. Hey.
Catch my line. Okay. Moving on.
I'm gonna throw some other names at y'all. Y'all like you like Bryson Tiller?
I rock with Bryson.
I rock with, yeah. But say I'm not heavy on it, but I like some.
What about Six Black?
I rock with.
Yo,
vibe.
All right. So I've been hearing some joints from this nigga that is crazy. Like I ain't been up on him.
Dude,
he been out for a minute.
I really ain't been up on him.
He's been out for a minute, but yo, this nigga got some shit, son.
I done seen a couple people post about it. Honestly, like I have no knowledge. I gotta check it out.
My man speaks to your soul, dog.
Yo,
he speaks to your soul.
He got some shit, yo.
And it's on some real stuff. Like it ain't. Man, listen.
Yeah.
I rock with him.
I'm about to like pull his catalog up and check him out because you know,
real life.
Right.
I'm about to do the same, clearly.
Right.
Real life.
All right. What about Shorty? Her.
Yes, absolutely.
Her voice is nuts.
Love her.
Easy answer.
Love her. That's a musician.
Right.
She ain't just a singer, doc.
Right.
That's a musician.
Right.
Now, I give you two more. One of them, honestly, I personally believe he slept on, but he's been in it for a minute. Daily. It's an artist named Daily. D-A-L-E-Y. Daily.
Not Dwelly.
No,
I put you
Daily.
on there.
Yes, you
I
did.
put you on there.
Word?
Much respect.
Where you from?
No, like I have no idea.
He nice though.
Very nice.
What's his name?
Nice.
D-E-D-A-L-E-Y. Oh, okay.
Daily. But no, check out some of the stuff. He got one song in particular that James showed me. His first song he ever showed me about Daily, and it's him featuring Jill Scott. He had me at Jill Scott.
Right.
So when I listened to the song, I was like, oh, he a problem.
Right.
He a real problem. And he's got another song with what's the other song that We Belong Together? Who was that with?
I think that was Ambrosia.
And but he's got that one, but another one. Give me LyR-X any day.
Mm-hmm.
We can go ahead and just end the game there.
Stop.
Look, Daily LyR-X. Those are my last two submissions.
Right.
I'm good for the night.
Take a shot from LyR-X.
I'll drink to that.
So if you wanted to, if you got a chance, if you got a check dropped in your lap right now, and you could do any feature collabo, who's the first person y'all calling?
Sorry. I can give you that. I was just gonna ask, are we talking alive or dead? But no, that'd be a dumb question. Yeah.
All right.
Give me LyR-X. Give me that.
One right now, she popping. She hot.
Right.
And
not just that, but again, I would say it's either her, it's either LyR-X or her. Like, give me either one of them two.
Either one of them.
Pure vocals. And which, like, for either one of them, give me. We'd have to come up with. Like,
and no shade to nobody else.
Right.
No shade to nobody else.
No.
It's
just the track that we cut with them.
Right.
The track we cut with either one of those two women would have to be a ballad.
Right.
Give me something where they can stretch
not necessarily
their vocals.
Not necessarily.
Yes, not necessarily. But I'm just saying, if I was choosing my preference,
if I
give me something that they can like let loose on. You know, give me songs where they can cry on.
If we had to do a ballad between the two, I would do my ballad with Ari.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Her vocals are ridiculous. That raspiness in her voice is amazing.
Come on, God.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter.
Where is she from? Do you know where hers from?
I really haven't looked up. I just been vibing with the music.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I really just been vibing with the music. And like I said, no shade to nobody else. You know, it's just
no. You like what you like.
There.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, them two right there, man. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just had a completely random thought, and it's been to eat that.
He wants to do something with no money.
No, that's not. Yes. Spot on, but no, that's not what I was talking about. No, like it was killing me that I was seeing it as improper grammar. I know that's her name, but when you were like, yeah, her is dope. I was like, that's
H-E-R.
I was like, that's wrong. That's improper grammar. It's eating at me. Like,
right.
Mom and Pop brought us up on.
I see the shit and I read it. I'm like, oh, that's her.
Right.
But it's H-E-R.
Her has won another Grammy.
Right.
She has won. No, her name is.
Right.
Don't mind me. That improper grammar, man, is killing me.
All right, so what's your favorite snacks?
Chester's hot fries.
Hot fries.
Smart food popcorn. That and Snickers.
My damn wife is a smart food popcorn assassinator.
She and I are best friends.
For real.
She is an annihilator.
Man, she's, oh my God. My wife is a beast with it, man.
A shot to her for that.
But it's, it's good. I've been getting smart movie butter. She likes she likes the white cheddar though. Like that's her favorite.
I'm with that.
The white cheddar is amazing.
Right.
I love the white cheddar.
Right.
What I hate though is that when the little caramel gets stuck in your teeth.
Man, man, worth it. Worth
Right.
it. Can't change my mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely, definitely.
All right. So let me see. I got what's your favorite foods. So so ideally, if you got a chance to choose a major, would you want to go with a major or would you want to just be independent and own your own label?
Get me independent. Go my own label. 1, make more money. 2, I'm in control of my music.
Right.
But
so do you think you know the system well enough to make yourself successful?
Right now, no. But that's the point of learning.
Right.
Everybody said knowledge is power. So if you have your own knowledge and you are in control of your own
system, to put a team together,
your own destiny. Right. So,
but I mean, there's a system out there. We know that there's a system to get this shit.
In my honest opinion, thinking about your question, I honestly think there's more to it. It's more in depth than what it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would go with the major label
to start out.
Mm-hmm. To see how it operates.
Right.
To find out what's wrong with the system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I create my own label, I don't have to do all
It's like on the job training.
Literally.
Right.
Not even just on the job training. Learn from the monster to become the monster.
True.
Like you said, if I learn from them.
But that's what a lot of these artists did.
Right now.
A lot of these 2 Chainz, Yo Gotti, these guys that were signed to majors.
Luda.
Yeah, they bought their masters and now they learned the system. They doing it on their own.
Michael was the king of it.
Oh yeah.
Mike took that thing to another level.
Man, yeah.
Mike took it to another level, so yeah.
Man, I wish I could have met Michael Jackson, man.
Man, he was on my list of people I wanted to meet.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, I didn't need to meet. I would have loved to meet Michael. I didn't need to meet him because I would have fangirl like everybody else.
Boom, faded.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie.
We've all seen the YouTube clip where he stood there for 15 minutes.
Bruh.
And everybody in the first 15 rows fell dead, like just out of there. Man, we've all seen the clip. Then he turned to the right, and the next 15 rows died. I'm over it. I can't.
But Mike, you know what I'm saying? Mike also, that was before internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's
before social media.
He did that before.
Right. So them seeing him was very rare.
Right.
So it's not like Mike could have just tweeted or something. You'd be like, oh, Mike's on. It was very rare to see him. So when people came out, they lost their damn.
But watch this. Imagine how much money a ticket was just to go see Mike.
Yeah, that's that old school industry money, bro.
Right. And the crazy folk were taking out loans. You got to take out a loan. You got to
skip a second mortgage on your house.
You got to skip on a bill to go see Mike because they could even advertise it as it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And at the time, it was.
It was.
Now you can see your favorite artist on Instagram every day. You can see him on YouTube. You can see him on TikTok. You can see him on Facebook. You can see him anywhere that you want to.
Yep.
Catch him on TMZ. Go on Google, type their name in, and it'll bring up whatever new thing is happening for him.
Exactly.
Mike, back then, you heard about him or you saw him at his performance.
Facts.
That was it,
Facts.
man.
Facts.
That's
a
dangerous time.
I mean, he was a star all his life. Just man, he was like 8 when he started. Like
there will never be another one.
Nah, never. You know, one thing I do regret about technology in the past is that we don't get to see what we need to see, which is him being creative in the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him being chilling with his, you know, like some of the stuff that you would see now because a camera is so accessible.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some still shots.
No, but you know what I mean.
You want to see that process.
Even if we didn't see it till after he died.
Right.
You know, like I always question why Puff didn't have like arsenals of video of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like in the studio, because there's only like a couple of clips of Biggie in the studio, and none of them is when he's like really, you know, spitting that hard shit. You know what I'm saying? So like the grind days. You know what I'm saying? Like
I say even in that regard, you got to look at like a lot of the camera work and stuff like that. Videography wasn't really
right
back then.
To have a camcorder with some special shit.
Yeah, not just that, but they also didn't think that. You know, the same thing most people think. It ain't going to happen to me.
Right.
So nobody knew Biggie was going to pass. Nobody knew Pop was going to pass. So you didn't think have a camera on them every hour of the day or this, that, and the third. You know, try to catch what it is that we're probably going to miss when they go.
Those important moments.
Right, because think about it. How many cameras do we have on Whitney? How much footage do we have of Whitney in her creative process?
Right.
We got a couple still shots. Yeah, you got performances, but I would have loved to have been in the room when she re-recorded I Will Always Love You. I would have loved to have just been able to see a clip of her learning the words.
Can I just say thank you for saying re-recorded? I Will Always Love You. No,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
A lot of people don't know that's a re-record.
Right. Don't get me wrong. It's Whitney's song.
Right.
Dolly, love you, don't care. It's Whitney's song. Dolly Parton even went on record and said, nah, I wrote it, but that's Whitney's song.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yeah, absolutely. But a lot of people don't know that Whitney re-recorded it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They think,
Right. They think it was written for Whitney or she wrote it. No. Dolly Parton, I hate to burst anybody, but Dolly Parton wrote that song and recorded it and released it.
Right.
She put it on her album.
It just didn't hit the way she wanted it to.
It had the cowboy boots and shit.
It was what we in the recording industry like to call a filler.
Right.
Whitney put it out. Not only was it a single, it was a movie soundtrack. And it was the tale of everybody's lives for the 5 years that it was.
Facts.
And it's still right now one of the top streamed songs.
You type in Whitney Houston on YouTube, guess what's coming up?
I Will Always Love You.
Oh yeah. He just wanted to hit that shit.
Right, he just wanted to show out just a little bit.
Oh no, but I was gonna show out his. You gotta let them have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
No doubt. So listen, man.
What's up?
We gonna be able to hear something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do something for me before y'all get out of here, man. Like a little acapella joint. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Well, all right. So if you guys were booked for a performance at a club doing a cover record, what would you tell a band to play?
Probably something they don't know.
Like,
it's probably something they don't.
Really?
I won't even say something they don't know, but it's probably something that they wouldn't know how to play.
Oh, really?
They would have to follow us.
But you would know how to sing it?
Yeah. The reason being is because we try to keep our music, not just our music, but our style universal. Mm-hmm. We want it to be able to appeal and attach to everybody.
So what song would that be?
I say right now, I don't know the guy's name, but I know the name of the song.
Brett Young?
Brett Young. The name of the song is called In Case You Didn't Know.
Hold up. So that's what y'all would sing?
That's what we were saying.
So that's what. Can y'all sing that shit now?
I mean, yeah, we can.
Can I get a sample?
Yeah, sure.
Y'all about to
let me.
Well, I don't have cowboy hats in this bitch.
But see, the thing is, when we do covers, man, it don't come across as
right. I got it. You take it and put your own
right. It's gonna sound like R&B. So when you
get to
people be like, oh, what song is that? They look it up.
Right.
And then you be like, this country?
Let me hear something.
What's crazy? We actually want to re-record
it. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind doing it, but yeah, we can do a little bit of it.
Yeah, let me hear a little something.
In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you, even though I don't tell you all the time, but you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know.
Woo! Okay. Oh, so that's how we do it. That's how we doing it. That is whoa.
Just,
Okay.
I mean, use that just a little bit. So we're like, let's dabble a little bit in this.
Woo. LyR-X is in the building. 230th Street Radio. It's your man Big Delv, the Laundromat Show. So listen, before we get out of here, let's talk about the social media. How they can find you. What they want to do is as far as contacting you.
Yeah.
They might want you to come perform at their wedding, birthday party. Y'all doing shit like that too?
We here for all of it.
Here for all of it.
Yeah, you want to book lyric, you know what I'm saying? LyR-X.
There it is.
LYR-X. You know what I'm saying? You want to book them? Holla.
Yes,
Give them the info, bro.
So for IG, Instagram, obviously, Twitter, everything's going to be This Is LyR-X. So THISISLYR_X.
That's the only shit I got.
That's what it's gonna be. That's everything. You know what I mean? So we on SoundCloud.
When can we expect a single coming? How long we looking on that, y'all?
We working with Trav on that.
Okay.
We working with Trav.
As soon as we know,
Stay
As soon
tuned.
as we know, y'all know.
Okay.
100.
Bet.
Yes.
You know what it is. It's your man Big Delv, 230th Street Radio. It's the Laundromat Show. Gotta thank my boys LyR-X for coming in this motherfucker here.
We gonna be back.
Yes, definitely. Next time what I'll do is I'll invite you and have some wings for you guys. You know?
Yes.
And I'll have the restaurant open and we'll have some wings.
right. Well, bring the sexy sauce too. Whatever.
Better than sex sauce.
Better than sex sauce.
Better
Bring
than
that.
sex sauce
Better than
and the
sex
twerk
sauce.
sauce. And we
Twerk
gonna,
sauce.
I ain't never had the twerk sauce. I'm excited about the twerk sauce.
Yeah.
But the better than sex sauce, I can tell you right now from personal experience, that is the best freaking sauce I've ever had on wings.
Was it better than sex though?
Yes.
Yo, you know what it is. It's the Laundromat Show, Big Delv. Yo, we out of here. I want to thank LyR-X for coming through.
No problem.
Love y'all dudes, man. For real.
Yes,
Much
sir.
success and everything, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, big dog.
And we out of here.
Later.